Good evening and welcome to the Oliveboard platform. My name is Marut Sharma and I'm here today to elaborate on the IB ACIO notification which has recently been released. Right? On 14th of July approximately, we had gotten the short notification, and 19th of July onwards, the application process has started. Okay. Now, application process will last till 10th of August. But in this video, in this session, we'll be talking about much more, interesting details about the job profile, the salary, how it is different and how it is analogous to the other services also. Now, IB ACIO actually is a very interesting and an extra opportunity for those who are targeting only a specific government job. That means for them, only getting into the government of India is important, but the specific job type, job profile, etc., they are not specific about that. They are very versatile and open to it, right? So for them, this can be an additional opportunity which can give them, an edge over others who are concentrated on particular jobs or particular cities only. There is a huge crowd who is only preparing for Delhi NCR posts. There is a huge crowd which is only preparing for their specific home state posts, right? There is a huge crowd which is preparing for a specific job. I want CGL inspector only, CGL income tax inspector only, nothing else. So that segregates, that takes away the advantage of you being able to be fit into other prospects as well. But there is a good chunk of students who actually target multiple government exams thinking that I am just looking for a government post. That's it, because of the security, because of the associated pay, and because of the work is not, it's not going to bother me. Then you might be in for this particular job. But I'll also tell you what are the positives and what may be the things which is not commonly known to people, so that you will be able to understand and gauge better. Right? Now, Assistant Central Intelligence Officer Grade 2. This is the executive examination 2025. Now, as far as this exam is this post is concerned, you can consider this to be at par and inspector in the examinations, in SSC examinations, at par and inspector. But the pay is slightly better. I'll tell you why. That also, right? The pay is slightly better. Okay. So these are the details. We have already shared these details in a lot of our videos in the past. You can get this from the mha.gov.in website. Okay. And everything is there. The forms have already opened, right? You'll have to fill up some details and then an ID and password will be issued to you, and then you'll fill up the form. This form filling is unlike the SSC form fillings this year, not happening through an application. So be careful. This is like the old version. You have to have a particular photograph, etc. ready, and that is how you will progress. Now, this is a General Central Service Group C post, like Income Tax Inspector, Group C. But now I think there is a notion which has been passed where they might consider income tax inspectors also to be under Group B only. But hit hereto, till now that was not the case. Inspectors in GST etc. were in Group B, but income tax were in Group C. Similarly, this is considered a Group C non-gazetted, non-ministerial post, right? But the pay scale is level 7, 44,900, 1,42,400 in the pay matrix, plus the other government allowances, basic pay, HRA, DA, durance allowance, and travel on DA, etc. But then why am I saying that the salary is slightly higher than your other CGL posts which are at par? Because of a special security allowance, which is 20% of the basic pay. Okay. So whatever basic pay you are, let's say you're starting with 44,900. So 20% of this will be paid extra to you, apart from all the other allowances which are being given to the other officers, right? And this special security allowance is because this shows that there is a certain degree of, I would not say threat as such, but there is a certain degree of secrecy and a certain degree of importance which is attached to this job, and you will be at a position which cannot be compromised on any costs. So you have to be careful about that. If you are a person who is not into sensitive jobs, stay away. Okay. So the number of vacancies, quite a good amount of vacancies, 3,717 vacancies are out of which this is the breakdown. We have already shared this in our previous sessions. I have also shared it in a previous session. So you can go through that. Graduation is required from a recognized university and a knowledge of computers is desired. Okay. 18 to 27 years, the crucial date is 10th August 2025. Also, final year aspirants, this is a common question from all of you. Final year aspirants, they are like, yes sir, our degree will get completed here, I'll get the degree here, my final exams will be over. If your degree is in your hands before 10th August 2025, you are eligible, otherwise not. So be careful about that. Right? There are age relaxations, we have already spoken about this in the previous session, so I will not elaborate there. Okay, we have already told you about PWBDs not being eligible for this, so they don't have to apply here, right? Now, this is what I want to stress on again. So, the scheme of examination has 3 tiers, okay? 3 tiers. Tier 1 is your MCQ paper, Tier 2 is your descriptive paper in English, and Tier 3 is your interview. And so, Tier 1 has 5 sections. 5 sections, 5 subjects. So, they are basically the 4 core subjects only, okay? Quant, reasoning, English and GK/GS. But GK/GS is broken down into 2 parts, regular GK/GS and current affairs separately. Each section will have 20 questions. So, 5 sections into 20 is 100 marks, 100 questions. And there is a marking scheme of +1 minus 0.25. So, 1/4 negative marking, +1 will be the marking here. So, these are the subjects: current affairs, general studies, numerical aptitude, reasoning aptitude and English. Negative marking of 1/4. 1 hour will be given to you. 60 minutes, 100 questions. Everything is more or less the same only. Okay. But 40 questions from the GK section alone and 20 for the rest. So, obviously, the number of questions there is a slight difference which you need to go through here. After Tier 1, there is a certain minimum qualifying criteria which you need to qualify. Then you move on to Tier 2, which is a descriptive paper of 50 marks. So, there is an English essay which you need to write, then a comprehension, and there are various topics, socio-political issues, etc., economical issues, etc., on which they might give you a topic on which you might have to write an essay, a précis, etc. So, be prepared for that. This will need extensive preparation. You can't take this lightly. 50 marks for that. Okay, there will be 2 questions of 10 marks each on long answer type as well. So, socio-political economics, and then Tier 3 interview of 100 marks, right? So, 100 marks, 50 marks, 100 marks, and your merit will be decided. These are the cities where it is available. You can check this list in the notification. Okay, merit will be decided. So, if there is a tie, I had also explained this to you in a previous video. So, you can go and check that video out as well as to what exactly, how to, address the tie. Then selections 10 times in Tier 2 and then 5 times in Tier 3. This also we have discussed in the last class. Everything medical examination will be happening. We have discussed resolution of tie. We have discussed, right? So, these things are there. This is the date of closing. So, 10th August 2025 by 23:59 hours, right? It will close, and the fees, last date of application fee is 12th August. So, there is time given to you of approximately a day after that. You can fill in the fees. But here be careful, the fees is not standard 100. 100 is there and an additional fees of 550 needs to be paid. Okay. So, be careful about that. Now, ESO, this is also mentioned here. So, general instructions before filling the form, right? So, these should be with you. You should have a valid email ID, personal email ID, and it is preferable that you have your email ID in your name, the student candidate's name only. Mobile number, scanned copy of recent passport size color photograph. This is the size, length, everything is given here. You can just check this out, and they have given a document list which needs to be ready before you are applying. Okay, everything is given here. You can go through this, and now it is going to talk more or less about that only, right? But what I need to talk to you about, is that how generally you are going to progress here. Now, I have told you that the salary is slightly better because of the 20% basic pay, which is making a difference, right? What is the promotion like? So, promotion is ACIO. You are being hired at ACIO 2. You will get promotion to ACIO 1. And then maybe some people call it JCIO also in between. So, Junior Central Intelligence Officer also may be here. These can be at par also sometimes. And then you will have a DCIO, Deputy Central Intelligence Officer, and then you will be promoted to an AD and so on and so forth. Very rarely somebody goes till here. Here, this is a gazetted post. So, this is something like an inspector, okay, and this is somewhat like a superintendent, somewhat above superintendent or something like that. Okay, in your, I'm comparing this with your regular SSC CGL posts, somewhat. Okay, so this is how this is going to look like, but this is going to be a large span of approximately 10 to 15 years. So be careful about that. This is also, this is like again standard only. But what is the problem? The problem is this is not a desk job at all. So you cannot come here thinking that, okay, I will be sitting on a desk and I'll do my work, unlike your, ASO and CSS, etc. This is not that. This is not going to give you a guaranteed posting in a particular city or a particular state for the long time. That is also not going to be the case. You are going to frequently go under transfers. There will be transfers happening. Okay, so that is it. But you will be doing a lot of challenging tasks. So what is your major task here? Your major task is gathering intelligence. Gathering all sorts of intelligence is your task within the country, not outside the country. Your purpose is to gather intelligence staying within the country about things which can be a threat to national security. So of course you will be working in tandem with a lot of other intelligence organizations in our country, right? But this is not, around the world travel. That is not there. This is, you will be staying within the limits of your country and then approaching to this service. You will be gathering intelligence from all sorts. Now that intelligence can be as big as something which is like a terrorist activity, or maybe as non-threatening as simply like, money laundering or cases like that. So that can also directly does not come here. So directly it is being taken care of by the ED. But gathering intelligence can be the work here. So you will have to, there are a lot of processes which go on here. So decipher, etc. These things, you utilize these techniques and somehow gather intelligence. There is a lot of technology involved and you will be trained for that, of course. But there is no bridge transfer. You cannot directly get transferred to some other service, etc. You will be a part of IB and for the rest of your life, you will be here, right? Promotions will be there. There will be frequent transfers which will be happening and it will be smooth. So if you are ready for this change, then this is it. Yes, but similar to, parallel to RAW and other intelligence agencies in the country, your job has to be, so there has to be a certain degree of secrecy which needs to be maintained. So in your family circle, definitely you can tell people that you're working for the IB, but not more than that. So this cannot be a public extravagant event of some sort that, oh, I am the IB officer, this and that, because that can be a security threat to both you and people around you. So these aspects need to be taken care of. You will be like a government employee, but somewhat in darkness. So that's how this is going to work. But more or less, it's a very interesting recruitment offer by the Government of India, by the Ministry of Home Affairs. And if you are actually looking to build a career in, let's say, police lines or central, paramilitary forces or BSF or something of that sort, where you're trying to, see, everybody, not only in government services, but everybody who's trying to do their part right is actually serving the nation. But if you have serving the nation in a particular aspect in your mind, then this may be a good opportunity for you. So you can go ahead and check the details out, right? And if you are new around here, do subscribe to the Oliveboard channel, like this video and share it across platforms so that others can also benefit from the same. And yes, that's it. But one more important aspect which I need you to know about is that Oliveboard has also taken care for your preparation journey regarding this course, this examination. A lot of students are directionless as to how do we prepare for this, because majority SSC students are those who are going to sit for this examination, majority, right? But they are unaware of how to approach this exam, what to do, what to prepare. So for that, Oliveboard has launched these two courses for you, one in English, exclusively in English, one in exclusively in Hindi or English, I would say. So IB ACIO Grade 2 Executive complete course, and this complete course is not tier specific. That is, we are not only going to cater tier 1 or tier 2. We are going to cover everything from tier 1 to tier 3. You will be getting interview practice as well. 280 plus sessions here, 20 plus hours of dedicated essay writing and 10 plus hours of interview prep. Every little aspect of how to become an IB ACIO officer will be clarified here, will be there for you. So this is direct hand holding which is going to help you prepare better and give you a better direction as to how to move forward. So you can check this out. The course starts on 12th of August. And a lot of students have asked in previous videos why 12th of August. 12th of August is too late. But at 10th of August, the date of closing, the applications get closed. and 12th of August the fees is the final date for the payment of the fees. So post that we will start, because even till now we don't know the exact dates of the examination. If before that process, if the date of examination is quite near, which I don't think so, in that case we might think to prepone or postpone the batch accordingly. But as of now, these are the tentative dates which needs to be followed, right? So I'll take your leave now. This is it. You can go ahead, check out our website and check out all these details. Thank you so much for joining live, guys. Bye bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind. See you around in the next video. Till then, take care.